The late morning temperature had barely reached 50 degrees, unusually brisk for Houston in late fall. But the oppressive humidity had abated, and the sky was bright and clear when the 70-year-old Duke of Windsor stepped off the overnight train from New York. The small group of reporters and photographers awaiting his arrival ground out their cigarettes. Notebooks and cameras in hand, they approached respectfully. The Duke appeared rested and fit. Dressed in a severely tailored, double-breasted suit, he wore a thin yellow V-neck sweater and snap-brim fedora against the chill. A slight man, the Duke held himself erect, removed his sunglasses, and smiled to the dazzle of flashbulbs as the cameras captured him and his ever-present wife. The Duchess, dressed in a plaid Chanel suit and long gloves, clung to her husband's right arm and looked lovingly at him as he faced the cameras. A highly polished Rolls-Royce limousine in a mini motorcade delivered the Duke and Duchess to nearby Methodist Hospital at the Texas Medical Center. In the boardroom of the stark, mid-century modern building, newsreel services and television cameras joined the print reporters for the press conference. In good spirits, the Duke answered questions about his upcoming surgery. Describing his apprehension as no different than one would feel for even the most minor surgery, he expressed confidence that all would go well and thanked the reporters for their good wishes. The following morning, in a 67-minute operation, an aneurysm the size of a plump orange was removed from the Duke's abdominal aorta and replaced by a simple Dacron tube. 5 hours later, he was back in his 6-room hospital suite and, according to a hospital spokesman, smiling, talking, and doing fine. It was all so simple and routine. With typical understatement, the Duke made little of his surgery, but it wasn't every day that a former King of England made his way to Houston, Texas. In 1964, Houston was an energy hub of barely 1 million inhabitants and the home of the NASA manned spacecraft program. It was in no way magnetic enough to attract jaded royalty. The compelling reason for the pilgrimage was a 56-year-old bespectacled surgeon. Also fairly slight of build, though several inches taller than the diminutive Duke, Michael Ellis DeBakey was in every other way the antithesis of his royal patient. A native of tiny Lake Charles, Louisiana, DeBakey was the son of French-speaking Lebanese Christian parents. Born Dabagi, the senior DeBakey had changed the family name to the French-sounding version before becoming a successful owner of drugstores, rice farms, and real estate. The family flourished and lived a comfortable, upper-middle-class life. Physically and intellectually, DeBakey was the classic outsider who had to fight for everything from schoolboy acceptance to fame and fortune. Skinny, bookish, and unpopular as a child, DeBakey had a dark complexion, heavy eyebrows, and a prominent nose accentuated by oversized, dark-rimmed glasses that seemed part of his face.